Hey everybody, happy Sunday. It's Sunday. Let me tell you guys something. Right now, look, I literally at a strip show. I literally got on this sweat vest all the way up. Oh, this shirt. So it makes everything I have on look awkward. I'm like, it looks like I have on a bulletproof vest under my tank top. Sorry, just a little bit of my day. But how's everybody doing today? It's the end of the week. Getting ready to be a start to the new week. How's everybody doing? How'd you make it through this week? How did it go? Well, for me, it was a pretty good week. I can't complain. I'm still here. I'm still standing. You know. Now this week, if I had to say how I felt about the internet and not just the tube, but since I'm on the tube, I'm gonna talk about the tube. Just like if I'm on the book, I'm gonna talk about the book problems. But or the book good things. But anyway, so this week on the tube, I've learned to just be patient. Because sometimes when you want to say something, if you're just patient, if you listen, either someone else is going to say it or show it. And I also learned, this week was King's, the celebration of King's birthday. The 15th was Martin Luther King's birthday. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Excuse me, guys. Sometimes I talk fast, and when I do, kind of stutter over my words a little bit. Hey, sis. Hey, so Avi. But, you know, in this week, in this month, there's some great birthdays and there's some great things. And when I think of like things I saw on YouTube this week, I saw a lot of speaking of racism. And so let's take the N word and understand it's a part of racism, and let's speak about racism. And I'm only going to speak briefly because I don't even want to get too deep on something because I'm not trying to change anyone, teach anyone, or persuade anyone to anything. So, or in any kind of way. This is just my thoughts of it. Racism is a big sign of ignorance. And I see way too much of it on social media in every kind of way, even in down to the prejudices that people think of different races. So that has to stop. And if something should get banned, and if we're speaking of the N word and it should be banned on YouTube completely. That no one is free to use it to give anyone else the thought of, or that's my thoughts on that. But off of that, I've also seen some good things on here too. Hey, you too. And I've seen some good things. But when I saw that this week, I really was thinking, like, well, that is a good fight. That is a good fight. That is a. I'm trying to turn my music down, and my phone is just taking picture after picture of me. But I think that is a good fight, and that is a needed fight. I definitely believe that, and I think that it should be accounted for. And so it made me, in the thoughts of what's going on in the characters in which we're talking about, I just started thinking of this whole process and this whole thing. And like I said, for me, I feel like it's been going on. Goodness, this has been going on so long that some of the people are together now that were apart because it's just been going on so long. And I'm just getting to the point with anything. If you come to me and you want to talk about, you go to someone and you want to talk about me, and all you're giving them is past things, then that's not saying I am, it's saying I'm done. Because when somebody is something, they're that at all times. There's no change in that. You can't camouflage that. It was, oh my goodness, I was hidden from the fact that he was a stuck down racist. You knew it. You knew it. So like I said, those type of things and going against anybody for their weaknesses or their, and I don't think your race is ever your weakness, no matter what your race is. I don't think that at all. I don't think that at all. I don't think that at all because I think it's all your strengths. And I know in mine it is my strength. It's what makes me strong. It's what makes me fight. It's what makes me determined. It's what makes me stand and make a place, because it's not going to be given to me. So I have no problems with that with anyone. But I think that sometimes we get on things, and yeah, that is a part of it. They are a part of the problem, or the thing they're doing is a part of the problem. But when you really want to make a noise, when you really want to let the next person coming in something, it stands on a big platform. So that people who don't, because see, here's one thing. If you go and say to somebody, oh, take down Ducky. Now, to anyone in the StreamYard world, they may know who Ducky is. But to anyone who hasn't, no matter how big that world is, they don't know who that is. But that same problem you want to take Ducky down for is a problem all around the world. It's a problem all around. So we want to make sure that when we attack it, we say, hey, no, this is a stance completely. And this stance is all over YouTube. And see, then that's a big thing. And so, like I said, to me, that's what I think of when I start thinking of all these things. And that would be the side I stood on. You know what I mean? Because like I said, in this situation, I've seen a lot of different characters. And when I say situation, just what I've been watching, and just we're just gonna say from February, March. Yeah, I'm gonna say about February, March of 2020 to now. I've seen a lot of different people be alleged to have done this. Their spouse has been alleged to have done this. Uh, their their ex 10 years ago when they was in school, the things, and then you'd be like, wow, whoa, whoa. But did they do it, get called out for it, and change? Or did they do it, get called out for it, apologize, and then do it again? That's what I ask myself on a person, and I don't make any excuses for wrong. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And that's exactly where I have to stand on it. Like, you know what I mean? Wrong and wrong. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And so this week has really made me think about that. Like, think about the times, because I've thought this week, like, man, it's people out here who, here they come when their enemy is being attacked, or when this is, here they come. But where are they when you just out just to say, I'm here with you, I'm rocking with you? Oh, what's that video about a pair of socks you got? Oh, I'm right there. Them look cozy. Hey, Dana. You know, uh, what is, that's the type of thing. So it made me ask myself, when are you there? So I'm more likely to be there or watched it and not said anything when it's negative than to have not said anything every time you posted something else. Because see, to me, that's where I'm showing you I'm there. Because even if it's negative and I disagree and I watch it, I gave it a view. I gave it a view. But if I'm supporting, I'm just there watching your content and that type of thing. But the thing I've seen, so like I said, so what I've seen on here is teams, gangs. I'm not even calling gangs. I'm not even gonna call them gangs. I'm gonna say this is really a bunch of frenemies. Friends because we share enemies. Won't you help me come take them down? How long will this friend be around? Because that's what I would be asking myself, you know? And I'd also be asking myself, because so many of these people can say things to each other like, oh, and I got this when they were saying this about you. You know why? Because once upon a time, we were sitting and talking about you. Now, me and them are bad, and you and them are talking about me. Frenemies. And in this crazy world we live in, Why would I even want to bring that in my life? Like, why is that what I need? If I get into it with somebody and next thing I know, you're coming to me to like, oh man, let me tell you this. And did you know this? First of all, I'm gonna stop you and tell you, like, hey, I don't need that. Like, when I decided I don't mess with somebody, I don't rock with nobody, I came up with concrete reasons why I think this is what I'm gonna do. Why I know this is what I'm gonna do. Why I know this is why I don't want to be around them. So I don't need someone to come tell me some new stuff to give me fire to that. I'm already there. And little do you know, because I am a person that just accept people where they are and for who they are, there may have been times that I knew stuff they did. That's not even what I'm coming to bring out. Because once again, like I said, if you there when somebody doing something, don't you dare, don't you dare later tell us how bad it is. As you sat there and were apart. When was it you thought it was bad? When was it that you said, you know what, enough's enough? But then here come on people, and then they all, and then half of the cats got to say this. Oh well, you know what? I know what I did. Now look, here's the thing: you can stand in what you did. I could lose my cool, go off, and then stand in I was wrong. Stand in the things I said wrong. Yeah, I can do that. I'm not saying nobody can. Yeah, that no, that's you should do that. But I'm talking about when the only reason you're standing in something wrong is because when you're telling me this bad story about somebody, you have a part in it. And now somebody even brought it up and said, well, wait, weren't you there? What the story wasn't like that the first time you told it. Then suddenly, wait, no, because there was this, and the only reason, and you know what, I'm real sorry for that. Are you? Then how come they can't be? How come they couldn't have changed? How come they couldn't have learned or grown or know better? If you still walking around taking somebody's past, you got to keep looking back and reaching back for their story, then you are definitely part of what they say is the, I don't even want to call it the crab in the barrel. You definitely are like that thing that, somebody just want to take you down, just not even a hater, it's beyond a hater. A hater don't see good because they're jealous. You know what I mean? They can't. You could be winning, started a great business, went from one truck to 20 trucks, and they gonna find something negative to say. They gonna say, "Oh, they got small trucks. They ain't got 18 wheels." It's gonna be something that's not that's some hating stuff, I think. But when I'm just like, "Hey, by the way, you might not have knew this back then, but this is the story. But hold on and wait, there's more." People keep telling the same story. I've heard the same people tell the same story on so many different platforms. We heard it. We heard it. And you know what it makes me think of when I think about, like I said, Martin Luther King and all these times? I think of stories of African Americans back in the day who has been told and told and told, and it was nothing. It was nothing. It was nobody cared. Nobody knew. You know, I just it makes me think of, you just kept telling the story. Then one day it's the biggest story ever. Everybody cares when it's too late. When it's nothing you can do. Mm-mm. Stuff like that starts to become very annoying. I just, like I said, I just know I got to do better. So even when I come on here, I'm not preaching to nobody. We adults. What I look like coming in, and you know what I mean? If your parents are living, your parents can't call you and tell you what to do. You think I'm coming in telling adults, hey, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. And this is why it makes sense. I'm telling you why. When I look at something, this is what makes sense to me. And this is what doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's it. That's it. And if I say it's wrong here, it's wrong there, it's wrong everywhere. But some people, like I said, if my buddy did it, it ain't wrong. But if your buddy did it, oh, they so wrong. Hold on, not only they wrong, we gonna talk about how wrong they are. We gonna tell everybody about what they did. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Like I said, even giving out private information on people and stuff like that. Come on, this is just craziness. I'm giving it out with the purpose of what? What's your goal? Like what's the goal you got when you gave this information out? What did you want to happen? What did you want? Did you want people to come help me do work on my house? Did you, the thing, like I said, so some of the things, and it's like, it's wrong. It's wrong. So when you over there, like I said, always remember you pointing the finger, the rest pointing back. So the thing is when you're sitting over saying about how somebody did this, they wrong, and they did this, and they wrong, and they did this, but you did it. I don't want to hear, but I only did it once. Because when you sit in that much judgment of people, I think you should really not have been somebody who did it at all. Not running openly with people who do it. You know what I mean? It's like I said, let me fall out with somebody. And one of their enemies, something like I said, just trying to call me, trying to instant message me, trying to follow me on Facebook or something, trying to, get up cool with me. I trust you less than I trust my enemy, the one I knew. Because it don't, I thought about real entertainment news. I thought about how some of the characters we talking about and things going on, he brought them up before. Or whether it was right, wrong, somebody believed it or not. So once again, I'm saying, when does this news become important? The first time I hear it, the second time I hear it, if you have 20,000 followers and you tell me, if you have 100,000 followers and you tell me, if you have 100 followers and you tell me, if it's important all the time. You know what I mean? If I got to get on the phone with you to get some more information, to have that information to be against somebody, that's not my beef. That's your beef. Because when that's my beef, then that's my beef in every arena it's at. It's my beef at all times, and people don't get that. They don't get that part of it. You can't sit and tell me you against bullying and bullying. Now, like I said, and here's what I'm gonna tell you. So I tell people I will be someone who say I'll bully a bully. I do say that. If it came down to the thing of that kind of stand, but see, I know in bullying a bully, it doesn't have to mean always physically. It's standing in what nobody else is doing with them. It's standing up to them, and all of them can't just be stood up to, but it's standing up in the way that you can stand up best. And like I said, if it came down to it and I walked up and it was, some bully doing some terrible things and I was there, I can't say what I do, but I know I do something. So that way I ain't putting out a threat, because the threat would be me saying before the situation what I do. I'm just telling you I do something. How about that? But like I said, so I can't be bullying and be all. I'm just gonna tell you, hey, this bully, I'm meeting them where they at. I'm being just like them. I'm gonna give them a taste of their own medicine. You can't not want to be doxing, being part of teams doxing people, because all you did was automatically open yourself up to be doxxed. See, there's no honor amongst these. And when you in the game, whatever game that is, you playing. And as long as you playing, you taking a chance of losing. So if you want to get in stupid games, enjoy all the stupid prizes. If you want to get in taking people down by ganging together to do that, get ready for your takedown when you're not doing what the group is doing, when you're not following the sheep. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow, like I said, if you catch me amongst the sheep like that, then I'm feeding. Because there's no way I'm following as a sheep. So if I was in, you know what I mean? No. So like I said, when it comes to stuff like the things I see on here, it makes me check me to be better. It makes me see people, the hurt, the pain, the get back, the shady, the snakes, the good, the scared. See it all. I see it all. And I ain't got no dog in the fight unless I'm fighting and I'm the dog. Because other than that, then I'm learning. I'm learning me, you, life. You know what I'm saying? The internet, how you move, and how some people have decided is the best way to move or the only way to move. You know, if I stay knee deep in this drama, you know what I mean? If I'm on the right side, please, you don't have, let me tell you something. It's people. If we just talking the streets or what's going on or some corruption or something, it's people that know about it and have nothing to do with it. Because they could have got it from Pillow Talk. They could have got it from ear hustling to somebody else's conversation in another room. They could have got it from reading somebody's private information, whether it be on their emails or whatever. So like I said, everybody could be on the tip and know. But what do they know you for? Being massing, being in the mass, hanging with some of the shadiest people that's out there. Mm-mm. And then even when it comes to what people say about people, you know what I mean? Even when they saying it, I see for myself what I want to get out of somebody. Because who knows somebody saying about me, that don't make it so. That don't. Yep, I'm letting my buddy know. I'm not, let me tell you something. How you look walking away from a friendship, then going to somebody else who into it with that used to be friend to tell them like, hey, and if you didn't know this, then here's this, and let me break down this, and trust me, nobody know like me, and let me do it. Ooh, that's a shady mofo. That's a shady mofo. Because I wonder when that was your friend, were you that jumping to help them get better? Were you that excited or whatever to, you know what I mean, to see them have a better change? I bet you wasn't. I bet you wasn't. I bet you wasn't. You was looking for the whole dirt. I mean, come on. First of all, if you spend a lot of time with anybody, you gonna know things that people who don't spend a lot of time with them know. But what was you sitting there holding a let me hold this against you party? Hold on, let me put this in a let me keep this against you party. Because once again, I don't trust you. And I don't need somebody like, so if I say, hey y'all, I'm telling y'all, Ducky is let's see. Because I don't want to use nothing. We just gonna use an example. Ducky don't bathe. I'm telling you, Ducky don't bathe. He refused. He don't bathe. He don't care. He ain't bathing. I'm gonna have facts that Ducky don't bathe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have facts. And I'm not gonna need you, even if your facts are true or not, to come give me your facts about Ducky's not bathing. Like, I'm just not gonna need that. But all these people need all these co-signers, and it's the same co-signers. They co-signing everything. They co-sign. They like the signature on your check. If they say it, man, I know you into it with this person on YouTube. If this person come on your page, because they come on everybody's page, say the same shit. They do. It's like they got a script. This is wait, you into it, Danny? Hold on, here go the Danny script. So she did this and she did that on a Tuesday morning. It was this, and then they did that. They did this and they did that and they did this and they did that. Let me tell you something. It's some people I've loved, like loved for real, broke bread with for real, and they have hurt me. I've hurt some people I've done that same thing with. I have. If you think when I got into it with them, I went to every person I seen to talk about them. It's people that wouldn't know to this day. I felt that way about them because I'm not sharing that with them. But on here, on here, please let me have got close enough to you one day to been like, yeah, I tell you, it's been hard. I was so broke when I was young. That blew it. Boy, as soon as we get into it, that's gonna be what you throwing in my face. I would have preferred when I told you, you just start laughing. Because then at least I know your ass didn't care. and I wouldn't have wasted opening up to somebody who was looking to help shut me down. To put another wall up so I'm not opening up with nobody. No, thank you. I don't want to be a part of that. Like I said, I keep saying same people. Same people. Same parties. And like I said, it's a professional job out here to act like you got so big that you don't deal with the bullshit. You're not in the mass. But yet, puppet people. I ain't even gonna say puppet. This ain't no puppet. Look for people to be like your little, I don't know. Yeah, saying, like I said, because I don't want to call these gangs on here. I don't want to disrespect gangs by calling them that. Minimizing the power that some gangs brought to communities. We're not going to get into the bad part. But this ain't bringing nothing positive to nothing. It's not forming a union. It's not making stands. If you're going to gang up on here in groups and with people and other content creators together, why don't you gang up, like I said, and make something that can benefit us all? Where if YouTube even so much as think of doxing going on, I mean, that's what I say. Where when you come, there's no way they couldn't look at it and say, oh, they got to go. If that's what you're doing. But other than that, like I said, some of the stuff is like people want it to keep going on. You don't want it to stop. The best way I stopped some things, I stopped. I didn't continue to do them, but wanted them to be stopped in my life, but not do anything to stop them. And so, like I said, that's how I feel about the things I've seen. And then I do see where some people, even people fighting, are getting tired. Oh, damn. They got the white flag in their hand, they're about to raise it. They want to raise it and wave it, but they, the fighter in them. And I dig that too. Sometimes the fighter in you be like, hey, you start, I'm going to finish. And because you finish don't mean I'm done. And I think that's what people don't get too, is sometimes you get into it with people who not going to let go. Ever. Until they get what they want and you to be completely gone. Hey, it was a guy worked at a store, true story. And he was a racist and he was trash. And he used to so much demise black people, Hispanics, I mean, all kind. And I told him, I'm not going to stop till you gone. That's when you stand for something. I'm not going to help feed you to get you to do more stuff, to entice you to give me what it is I'm saying. You're going to give it on your own. You're going to prove me right. And when you do, you're going to end up with those consequences in your life. So I don't stand for any of that stuff. And you're not going to catch me doing it. I wish we could just, even when I think back onto when he's fighting on advertising, I kind of wish we could just do that. Because before we could decide anything else, we'd just be going on what they saying and doing, at least that. Like I said, the stuff I see, sad. Like I said, some of the same stories I've been hearing for 2-3 years. Not 3 years, but you know what I mean. It feels like an eternity. And what's funny is you can stop watching one, go over somewhere else, then suddenly those start connecting, but here it comes. And before you know it, that same problem is now brought over there where it wasn't at. Like I said, stuff like that. I got it. So it made me think of me like, oh, well, this is what you do, so you're not doing that. This is what you do so you don't become a part of nothing like that. So like I said, they happen every day, everywhere. Right now, forget who talking about you on YouTube. Right now, somebody you know talking about you. It's somebody you know talking about some. Man, this mofo sits up on YouTube and get into it with all these people, but can't walk down the same street with somebody they got into it with 25 years ago. This mofo be on here fussing, fighting, and yelling, but then be scared to do everything else. This and they doing this and they taking this information and they doing this and they doing that. Then here we go, giving me some more information. Just out here in Canada, running down the street on hold on, what's that sign say? What block is this? I think y'all want to know where I'm at. That's the crazy part. I don't care if you didn't like me. If I'm in your city and I make an announcement where I'm at, you can easily come onto my Facebook, my Messenger, anything, and say, I'm in da. We can meet up. And that's fine. That's fine. Shit, you could have popped up. That's fine too. That's fine too. Because like I said, I ain't did nothing to nobody for them to want to pop up on some violence. And then secondly, if that's what somebody was on, as far as I'm concerned, I'm prepared for whatever. But why would we be on it once again? See how you got to talk when you even talking on this thing? But for what? Why would I even be going around, please? I'm scared of people never even heard of my name and what they might do. And when I say heard of my name, I mean they don't even know me. They just was having to be out on some bad stuff and not having to be in the presence. I'm more afraid of that. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, hey, Lucinda. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Racism is something totally different than doxing. Those are two totally different affairs. But what I was saying about with racism is you have to take the stand for it. Hey, if I want to get on this N word, I wanted to say, then let's get it off the platform completely. So that anyone who's violating that is a rule. But then when I say that, I know that we have to take all these slurs and put a penalty because we're talking racism. So now in this racism, we have to have it all stopped. It's not okay for me to do it in any form of fashion. It's not okay even if I'm, in any form to any race. So that's what I mean when I say about racism. Never putting them together. No, to me, all these things are separated into their own thing. And under it are all the things that make it up or make it wrong. You know. Yeah, you don't know each other in real life. And then half of the people, facts, are just speaking what someone else said. It's the same, like it's refurbished gossip. Refurbished gossip. You know what I'm saying? You've heard it 1,000 times. I've heard people tell a story, and sometimes they tell it like it's their story, between what I heard the story, but then later they'll let you know that it came, because when somebody tried to correct them or call out something they didn't know. And then some people that are involved in this don't even know the whole backstory. Sometimes I'm amazed where I'm like, how come I know what they're talking about, or I know where they came from, or I know where that originated from, and I know all these parts, but yet y'all also call a posse. Y'all cool, y'all reaching out to each other. I need to make sure you was this. I need to see if you cool when my enemy got into it with you. Please. Or police. Police. If you say one thing, if you say somebody's name and ain't saying something bad, it means you like them. If you stand for what you stand for and then you just say what you thinking, if it's not what everybody else thinking, you wrong. Says who? You know what's wrong? 87% of the shit going on. That's what's wrong. You know what gives a bad name to everybody who doing this? It gives a bad name to everybody you know, everybody you come from, everything you so-called stand for. Because when you do like this, it's hard for me to see that caring good side. It's hard for me to see you doing all these type of things and then think that you turn around and walk into the world of perfect strangers caring. Just caring about everybody. You a care bear. Put it on your chest. You a care bear. No, I don't buy that. I don't. I know you put perpetuating that same kind of stuff in life, or people have done it to you. And all these strangers got to play the payback game. They got to get back for all the stuff been done to you. That's what I see. I see a lot of people whose life hurts so bad that to escape it is to make a world right here. And this is your universe. This is your galaxy that takes you away from that place that you can't even bear to live in. I see people on here that are sick and, and I want to make sure I say this right. You watching people waste time. Just waste it. They wasting their time. They wasting their brand. If you on here, I respect you all as somebody who want to take yourself to newer levels. Whether that mean that you become, in broadcasting, go get big in blogging or any of those things. This what you want behind your name? This what you want to your name? That you just, you know what I mean? This is what you do? Who's going to want to work with that? Who's going to trust that? You just going to be on, this is as far as it goes? You don't want to go anywhere else? You won't be able to conquer here with those attitudes, in those ways. Because when you at that point and talking about all these people, you got to remember when you're trying to get to them millions, that every group you're going to be offending somebody somewhere. Somebody somewhere. So, but like I said, I don't know. That's how I look at it. That's what I think about when I'm thinking of acting a fool like that on here. I think, oh, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Like I said, and then there's a lot of good people I see here. It's not, you know what I mean? It's a lot of good people. A lot of the people that come into my chat, I met them in another chat. And I see a lot of good people. Hey, and I didn't see good people who done did some wrong things. And one of them, not, hey, listen, because remember, in a safe zone of no judgment, I can't say because I didn't do your wrong thing or I didn't do it here on this internet, I haven't done wrong or done things that equate. So like when people say stuff like, oh, well, I only talked about your mom, you talked about my kids. Hey, I talked about somebody you love. When is it I'm gonna just be on the wrong? So like I said, I've done something wrong. So it's not just me. I'm not trying to talk once again. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. Yeah, I'm like, well, oh, y'all, I'm telling you, I can't. No one is perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things. And you'll learn from them. Like I said, when you telling me what somebody did, tell me what was next. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Danny has said, woo, woo, woo. Then what? But we live in a world where once I told you she said whoop, 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 I gave you enough to go tell somebody else, you know, she whoop, whoop, whoop with a doop, doop, doop. Because they're going to add a little tweet. You got to put everybody want to put 20 on 10. Especially when it comes to Messi. So a story that's just as simple as, Danny ain't even work. She had filed her taxes. But do you know what about for you know what I'm saying? Whether it was right or wrong. I'm just using an example. Somebody be out there saying I'm not that purring tax getter. But but yeah, like I said, but then by the time the story go off, it'll be I was getting 25 million back that year and I hadn't, because it got to make it worth something. So like I said, people who are messy, until they stop, do they see it? That don't stop. But a mistake, because I just thought about it. I went to a messy person. I'm like, wait, people are messy. They got to see that to stop. But a mistake, you might do it and then see it and say, you know what? That was guys dumb. I ain't need to say all that. Even if I thought it, I didn't need to say. That is a mistake. We might have did it. But I don't know how I'm going to accidentally go look up your information, give it out, or go look for people who can give me your information, give it to somebody who I know don't like you, then something bad happened, then come back and tell you, like, you know what? I made a mistake. I had no idea. Let me tell you something. If somebody gave out my information to somebody I didn't like, what you think they did wanted with it? Because before you could tell me an apology, you got to tell me what you thought they wanted with it. And you got to make it make sense. Because I'm from a world where if I know somebody and you walk up to me and ask me, like, hey, what's such and such number? I'm going to have to get their permission to give you their number. Unless they done told me, hey, if you ever see Doodop, give Doodop my number. Then I'm giving their number soon if they ask for it. Or if I see them. But other than that, I ain't giving. So why would I just be, oh, yeah, hold on, there's their address. And hold on, I got this because one time I had this. No. So like I said, you ain't accidentally did that. You did that with nothing but bad intentions behind it. And I can't believe nothing else. And yeah, maybe if something happened, or maybe when it turned around and happened to you, you probably were sorry. You maybe then, I don't know. Not here to judge, but that's how I think of things. But then I just keep seeing people who say, oh, this is my buddies. As soon as they start, oh, they do this. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me show you from months ago when they was doing it. Months ago when they was your buddy, or before they was your buddy, and then you still became their buddy after doing all this stuff. Okay. Okay. That's like me knowing somebody steal that one day they steal from me. And so I cannot believe I kept leaving them in my with my whatever it is, with my stuff, in my stuff, and they took something. I guess. I don't know. Now y'all give me the babbling about all kind of people, messy people, racist people. Like I said, because I'm gonna go into all of them because that's what I've been hearing a lot of this week. So that's what's like, oh, okay. Like I said, these things to me, I'm gonna speak about them because when I think about it in the world we live in, I think of the power of that. But I think when is it that we start seeing, like, okay, some of the stuff we could prevent. Some of the stuff we could prevent. And some of the stuff going on is as wrong as the stuff is so-called against. Let's just say it like that. That's how I feel about what's going on here. I feel like I don't know. I feel like in subscriber mode, I can't even say what I want to say in the comments because it's not enough characters. And then there's so many other comments going on that if you're reading mine and reading this, you're probably reading pieces of mine. And you might miss something that I'm saying and think I'm saying something else. And I think as a content creator that if you start saying these things, you get that attention of that you want to be on this stuff, but I don't. I can only speak my heart. If my heart is telling me to say something, that's what I'm gonna say, and try to say it the best way, in the most respectful way to any other party involved besides myself than me. But when I'm talking in general, that's not a person I'm talking about. So that's why I try to make it general and based off of something I can relate to or what I've done off of that thing. But I just feel like if it's so censored that you can barely say what you feel comfortably, then how can this be the same safe place that we are standing up and fighting for things? How are those the same places? When if I don't agree, or if I didn't this, or if I said this and it wasn't the same as, then you shut me down. If I'm not saying this, then I must be against. It just, how are we fighting? And how are we going to fight? Come together to fight? Because to fight something that we all going to agree on that's wrong, we got to be able to come together. But there's already a division in the way things are done. You know, you watch people only support people when they're doing something negative. And I'm not just talking subscribers. I'm talking bigger YouTubers. They reaching for the small to have you, well, what you call small, to help bring the bullshit. Because maybe they platform too large for it. I don't know. I don't know. But I see that all the time, and it's just like, that's just very sad. Very, very sad to me. But like I said, when I break it down, it just makes me think of the things I could be better. Like I said, when it made me think of King and everything else, and getting ready to go into Black History Month, and there's so many great things that we can say that are, no matter whether they are now recognized or someone didn't know them, that there are great contributions we are to this country. That even if no one is saying it out loud every day. And so when I'm holding into that moment, that's what I want to stand on. You know what I mean? And that's nothing against it. But like I said, when it even comes to racism, it is everywhere. It is everywhere. And sometimes what you have to do in the fight against it is stand in a strong place. And I am an African American. And that can't be taken from me. So I'm going to stand strong and show anybody who's saying something different that one is not everything of anything. That's my part. That's my part. And like I said, I'm not about to have any arguments with anybody on here about, like I said, their dead relatives, about their health issues, their health records, their STD statuses, their financial life, their looks. What else is these things? I really just I'm not having these. I'm not. I'm not talking about your race at all. Not as my argument. Not as my argument. I'm not, because like I said, one of the things with racism is ignorance. The ignorance of, and I refuse to stoop into the ignorance. I'm talking about me going out talking about somebody's race. That's what I mean. And sadly, every day someone's going to talk about mine and put it down. And I come from a place where, like I said, so in my country, and everyone's like talking about, oh, I'll go back to my this and go back to that. And then, were we all born in Africa? I don't know. I don't know. But if I was, that's a beautiful thing, because that's a beautiful place. And it's the resource of every place. So it wouldn't be anything for me to be ashamed of. So like I said, I don't get into the race things, and I don't knock people for their race or where they come from. I don't. But like I said, it goes on everywhere. Goes on everywhere. And it gets tolerated more than it should. So, like I said on King's Day, sometimes if you start looking at what you don't have, you forget how far we come. You forget. You forget. You forget the power in the kingdom. And so that's why I said that's my only thing. So even if it seems like I'm going a little everywhere with that conversation, it's because I'm really trying to walk on an eggshell, like I said, with that conversation. I feel like a conversation like that one has to be a by itself conversation when I get. I'm talking about when I was talking about things with in the past and in King's Day, because that's where I started. And I went somewhere else. But like I said, I do understand racism. I do understand it. So when I tell you all, when I say if we're gonna fight for it, we got to fight for the big picture. The big picture. Check that out. But yeah. See, I got myself a little lost there for a second. But yeah, I thought that in the fight. I thought how even myself, because like I said, when I come in anyone's chat or in anyone's thing, I come as a subscriber. You know, I come truly to watch your content and truly to enjoy that. And I literally know how it's so hard to even say anything anymore. It really is. Even for me, I'm like, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't care. I really go with the best. But sometimes just like, it's just not even worth it. I'm picking a battle and you shouldn't even be thinking like that. Unless somebody's coming in disrespectful, I just don't see if someone's coming in here, why is it a reason for anyone in the chat, for me, myself, to be in any form of way getting into it with them? Like, I just don't see that. I don't see the purpose in that. It's respect for coming in, checking it out, seeing what's going on, you know, listening, you know. But then once again on here, we have a whole case of some people come in just to get small clips of what goes with whatever narrative they're putting out there, you know, or gonna put out there. It's never a whole story. It's a bunch of little pieces that made up whatever it is I'm saying. So, like I said, it just gave me steps and lessons on things I don't want to do or be a part of, and things that if you can stop them in the door, I definitely want to stop them dead in their tracks and say like, hey, that ain't me. We can discuss anything and talk about it. We won't have the same opinion. And you may notice things I didn't and I may not, and that's fine. But never do we, you know, oh, hold on. And matter of fact, don't put it in the comments. Take it out the comments. I'm going to erase this and but send it to me in my DM. No, don't send it to me, period. Don't send it to you. It's gossip. Don't send it to me. Don't. I don't want to know nothing about it. And I'm thankful. No one does that. I'm thankful. And like I said, if tomorrow I got into it with every content creator on YouTube, I wouldn't need nobody to send me nothing about them to get into it with. Because that's your fight. That's your fight. And if I got into it with them because you got to fight, then you need to go ahead and finish it on now because that's your fight. That's not my fight. Baba. Team too much. Team too much. So spoiled. Baba. I'm trying to figure out what it is you need. Because you just came inside. You ate. Now you eating time again. But what is it you need? You know how with a baby, you be like, okay, they ate, they diapers changed, they burped, they this. What could you need? Talk to me, Lassie. No, no lick face, Lassie. I don't want to play. Look, I don't want to play. I don't want, definitely want to play Eat My Eye. Look, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Bubba, let me finish this off, okay? Your ear backward. You got your ear out. Get out. Beat it. Look, now I got to kick them out, y'all. In y'all face. Back. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. They just team too much. Sorry, y'all. That's real life. Just real life. That's a moment in my real life. But all right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I might come back later because, like I said, I started going to several other conversations about 65 other different things. And then here come Nino. So now I definitely don't even remember what I was saying. I'm not sitting here arguing back and forth with people on YouTube. I don't care if I got my own channel. Like I said, I'm gonna say it once, or I'm gonna say, you know what I mean, and then I'm gonna keep on moving on about it. Like I can't be sitting here oh my, like I said, if it's people who should be in your family, in your house, that literally, and I've been saying this since I started making these videos, it should be somebody probably sitting in your house. Like, why do you keep going on there? These are not your friends. Some of y'all will cut y'all real friends out real quick if they did any of this stuff. Girl, did you just what? Oh no. Don't come around me. Don't call me. Don't. But on here, people 1 minute dogging you out, telling every secret they knew about you, making up some. Then you're back friends. Then you're not friends. Then you what? This ain't real life. This ain't real life. This ain't real life. Can't be. Couldn't be. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way. That's what I said. Some of the stuff I see go on, I just say to myself, no, it's no way. Hey, PT. I'm like, I don't know, man. Some of the stuff going on here, like I said, in real life, some of these people on here, they such YouTube friends, they such good friends. You know what I mean? They all tight. So you telling me in real life, in your real life, if your real friends was doing this, y'all still be friends? Y'all still be bosom buddies, ace coon bones? So that's why I be so confused on here. You know what I mean? Where you be like, wait a minute, y'all friends? And y'all even throwing the word friend around? That's pretty misleading. Pretty misleading. Like I said, I really just came on here, was sitting here actually doing nothing. I said, I'm going to start doing a lot more lives. I'm actually doing absolutely nothing. I literally was sitting here chilling in the TV room. Look, I'm telling you, look. I got on this vest. I got on a whole pair of shorts. Look, make sure I show shorts. I don't want nobody to say, Danny was in there trying to go naked. I got better shit to do in my life. But I was just in here chilling, getting ready to watch a movie with Nino. I'm pleased. But that's it. I was chilling, doing absolutely nothing. I said, let me come on here and run my mouth with my peeps real quick. Talk about this lunacy from last week and hope that when we dig into this new week, you know what I mean, we take some of it out and bring some new shit in. I mean, come on. If y'all got some guys, get some new ones. You know, I'm tired of the 2-3-year-old stories. I'm tired of the same 6 characters talking about the same one person or 2 people, or they can say 3 people. I just, it's too much. 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 Like I said, everywhere you go, same crew, same people. Look, I gave myself some bangs today, and then put this part of my hair in a ponytail. I'm like, oh, it kind of looks like it's just all it's cute. It's cute. Like I told y'all, I ain't on nothing. I have said today I was gonna start wearing my sweat vest and my waist trainer. I was gonna start wearing them more often. So today, like I said, I got on my sweat vest, but it makes everything under my clothes look awkward to me. Well, just in the bra area. So that is what it is. But I'm just chilling. Like I said, it's a chilling Sunday. We got chicken tacos for today. Made those last night. So doing chicken tacos today. I'm watching some movies. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did a lot of YouTubing yesterday. I'm gonna watch what's today. So if it's some catching up I do, I'll probably do that later on or whatever. But today, if I watch the tube, it'll be what's on there today. But other than that, like I said, I'm hoping everybody finna have a chillax day. See what y'all on here to say. You too, Dana. Now, okay. So I was thinking about watching oh dang, I got this music playing in my ear. It's with and it's on my list too on my Netflix. Oh, it's with Sandra Bullock. Premonition. I was thinking about watching today, honestly, watching Premonition, 22 Jump Street, uh, House Party. So those are like 3 movies I want to watch today. But yeah, that was one on my list of little movies I want to watch today. I'm like, I ain't watched House Party in a minute. But yeah, like I said, y'all. But that's a good thing about when you know better, you do better. I sometimes love to watch the wrong to know that I gotta start doing right. Cause you see it. Cause when you caught in it, you don't see the right. It's justified. Hey, if somebody did something to one of your people and they got handled, you thought they asked for it. They should have known better. You know? Like I said, because when you in something, you'll justify it. Right or wrong, you justify it. But when you come out, you see it both ways. You'll even see how somebody could have thought they could justify it. Here comes the loneliest man in the world. The loneliest man in the world. Nina, the loneliest man in the world. Oh, but I'm just gonna let him out. I'm just gonna let him out. I asked your legs. So that's how you know I'm chilling. I took a shower and put on lotion. But hey, that's y'all getting real me. Y'all get the real me. Man, like I said, y'all, it's a chillax day today. It's a day of resting, reflecting, relaxing, you know, and recharging. So I'm coming this week a little bit, more energized with more energy and better energy, hopefully, this week than last. That's it. That's all I can do. But yeah, I'm the worst person. I have on a sweat vest and I'm sitting here thinking, I want some ice cream. I have to stop. I have to, because I mean it, and I probably will get some, but I'm just laughing at it. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll know when I go live or when I put an upload, when I drop an upload. I hope everybody has a good day today. I hope you do something fun. I hope you relax, get some rest. You know what I mean? I hope you get some love. You know what I mean? I hope you get that every day, but I hope you do. And that's it. And I will talk to you later. I wish y'all could hear the music in my ears, jam.